Night. You're going to watch me work. This is a commission that I'm working on. Random Guy Art Night. 999 ASMR Tarot Visual Textures. So this is work. I am doing my work. Paying work, not freebie work. This is paying work. So, anyways, I don't know if I'm going to talk very much. If there's things to talk about, I'll talk. Otherwise, just you're here along here for the ride. We will start out by doing some sky work. So in this exercise, I'm going to be working as fast as I can. And I'm going to be doing as many of these things as I can as well. A couple different color schemes here. Orange. Just kind of building a sky. Not all of these are going to work. So this one might be one of them that's not going to be a viable piece. I hope it's viable. All right. I was trying to start a little bit earlier, but I was on the phone with my sister. And sometimes it's hard to get, when they start ranting at you, it's kind of hard to start getting them off the phone. I'm just going to do a simple forest scene. Maybe right here. We got to make the noise. Make the noise for where the trees are going to be. Of course, I've done this design thousands of times. Well, maybe not thousands of times. Lots of times. A common design here. It's just doing a simple forest scene. Got some water. Hello. Welcome to Men at Work, or Man at Work. You are watching me work from home. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing work from home. So that's Jessica. Welcome. So we'll just kind of put this over here like that. And now I'm just going to build some, some trees. This is my job right here. I am doing a commission. I'm creating for a client an order of cards that can be sent out for like letters or for Christmas cards. So I'm going to be doing 4 scenes and Christmas cards. I'm going to try to do as many as I can do in about 90 minutes from now. That's my job. And so we're just kind of putting in some background. This one's just kind of like a GT, yeah, starter skating channel. I mean, like for hockey skating, or what kind of skating? Ice skating, rollerblade skating, skateboarding. Oh, okay. So what would you do on your skateboarding channel? Did you do like who was that guy that was a snowboarding champion at the last Winter Olympics? Well, actually, he was the American guy. He didn't win, but he did win in other Olympics. So you teach people to do tricks and so forth. That's cool. Yeah, well, you should do that. Go for it. But that sounds like it. Would you have like a indoor place to work out of, or do you live in a warm climate to where you could? I'm gonna make some of these kinds with the stipple. I'm just doing a bunch of. I'm gonna just be doing the same. Oh, nobody's here anymore. This this program on the playback will make an excellent sleep aid. That's what I can tell you about this show, this program. You know, like watching Bob Ross videos too as sleep aid. Yeah. So you live in a warmer climate. Will you be doing the whole program on your smartphone? Is it like an Android, or are you using like a uh, an iPhone? And then we'll come up and do. Let's use a bigger one here, kind of a red tree. And a joke. I don't know any jokes. I'm sorry. I was never a jokey kind of guy. Can you tell me a joke, Jessica? Oh wait, I got a joke for you. Yeah, I do remember a joke. This was Here's the joke. This was a joke. There are three kinds of mathematicians in the world. There are three kinds of mathematicians in the world. Those who can count and those who cannot count. My math professor, one of my math professors told me that joke around the time that I graduated. I graduated a long time ago with a degree in mathematics. And so that's the only joke I know. There's three kinds of mathematicians in the world. Those who can count and those who cannot count. Okay, let's come over here. So do you have any jokes, Jessica? All right, we're going to do some foreground. This is a really dense forest here. Oh, okay. Well, you probably really shouldn't. You shouldn't really tell that kind of information on the internet. It's not a. I would retract that message if I were you, just not to advertise that kind of information. Myra, welcome. Yeah, that's where's the one I'm working out of here? This one here. All right, let's go build up some foreground, and this is like a warm-up. Probably not gonna be one that's gonna be for sale, but did I forget to wash this brush? No, I didn't forget to wash the brush. All right. And I'm gonna go with some colors like this, and so we're just gonna put some colors in here. There's a little bit too much water on my brush. I'm not dealing with watercolors. I'm dealing with this is acrylics, and let's come up a bit with some yellows. Just kind of bring it. This one I can already tell you is not a very good one, but I haven't really done cards for a while, so kind of got to warm myself up into it. But we'll just put some other little things in here, so it'd be like maybe some whole bunches of like brush and flowers and stuff there. And then I need to Eddie, welcome, Eddie. And Jackie, welcome. Well, I am trying, Jackie. This is a this is my work from home project. I'm doing cards for a client. I should have had them done in August, but I got too sidetracked with trying to grow my channel out that I didn't do the work order. I have actually two work orders, cards to do. And so yeah, let's see. I think I might just do some high up clouds, just a few, and not too much water. So we'll just kind of do some finishing touches up here. stipple in some clouds over there. Hopefully it helps to bring the whole thing to life. Yeah, you know, that helps out a bit. So yeah, I released my new schedule for live streams. It's on my community page, and so yeah. There we go. That kind of helps bring a little. Golden Dog, welcome. Welcome. You painted some Bob Ross style stuff. That's awesome. So I'm not going to fold it in half. I'm going to just move on to the next one. I am going to do as many of these as I can over the course of the next, until till about midnight or so. I'm going to start out and just do a color wash. Oh, this paint's been in here too long. Oh, that smells like really rancid. So I'm not going to use this stuff. I'm going to dump this shit down the drain. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to just mix up a color wash right here. I'm going to mix a little water in here and put some paint in. I want to do like a little bit of like a lavender color, I think. And so I'm going to put some water in. I think I need to do some more water. I'm going to make a lavender color wash. And what I'm using is, I'm using a fluorescent red mixed with phthalo blue. So it makes sort of a violet color. Nice violet. You know, I think I might mix some gel medium in here, but I don't know if I want this to dry fast. And so add a little bit more of that fluorescent red. A little bit of titanium white just to tone it down. Oh, look at that. It dripped over. So that's okay. So what I'm going to do in this exercise is I'm just going to lay out and do like 10 just like this. And then I'm going to come back in and paint them. So one of the things when you do things in mass, you want to do like assembly line. You want to think of like the same principles that you do things at work, down at the matchstick factory, you do when you do a work order for painting cards. And I'm going to try to minimize the amount of paint that gets on the backside. So I'm doing a color wash, and then that just gives you a foundation upon which you are building a painting on. So like for instance, I'm going to be doing I have some paintings that I'm working on for sale. These are also paintings for sale, but some bigger other canvases. And I started with today and yesterday with doing the underpainting. and so it takes a while for that stuff to dry. So this is really just the same principle. I'm doing an underpainting on top of this. So it's going to be working on trying to make a wintry scene, and so these are like really some cool colors that are going to go in the background that I'm going to build everything on top of. And before we begin, I need to do some stamping. I just stamped a few cards, but we're going to stamp the rest of them here. So art sales is my only source of income right now. It's my only source of income. So this is, I still have a website, but eventually I'm gonna get rid of my website. Actually, this year is probably the last year I'm gonna have a website. So I'll have to replace all my stamps. So am I like off camera here? So yeah. And so, Golden Mom, how did your Bob Ross style painting turn out? I'm going to put these down here just in case somebody might want to like and subscribe to my channel. I don't know if anybody wants to do that or not, but all right. All right, Jackie. Happy birthday. Is it your birthday today, Jackie? Can I sing you happy birthday? Like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jackie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Wait, what's that other song? It's like, God, we used to sing it at the restaurant. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So is it your 29th birthday, Jackie? I suppose you don't need to divulge that. But here goes. We are almost done stamping. We might even get to doing all this many tonight too. Oh, that's not possible, Jackie. "44 and you don't even have any gray hair." I mean, I started going gray at like, what, 36 or something like that. Yeah, that's right, 35. I remember when I got my first gray hair, I was cast in King Lear. I was cast in King Lear the same day that I noticed my very first gray hair. I think I was 35 years old. Hmm. 44. I remember when I was 44, I think. Yeah. See, what year did my dad died in 2012. And I was born, let me see, how old was I in 2012? An angel number. Yeah. 4 4. You know, I'm a life path 4, Jackie. That's how my numbers all add up to a life path 4. But it says that I'm supposed to be, neat and tidy, but that was one thing, and I'm not. Well, you know what? There are some areas of my life that are neat and tidy. You're right. That's right. There is. It's just my house isn't neat and tidy. And I was born on the 22nd, which is, an angel number there too. So, angel numbers, yeah. And as you know, this channel is built on angel numbers because I see angel numbers all the time. Of course, the most common angel numbers I see are like 111, 1010, 21 or 1221, 444. I think today I said 555. So you have a clean house, except your hubby is not clean. Well, yeah. Yeah, if I had more money in my diet, I would I would hire somebody to come in and clean the house. That's what I would do. But there's so much clutter that I have to go through. I need to make space so I can have more space for doing studio stuff. Turn in half the house into like you know having my own personal studio. Yeah, it's like a bomb goes off. I do work really hard to keep the kitchen clean. I mean, there's that, though you wouldn't really know it, but I do that. I do work to keep the kitchen clean. Yeah, yeah. Well, all right. It was a pleasure to see you here, Jackie. We'll see you the next time. And happy get birthday again. And right, gonna take out some of that. Do I got that sponge thing? You can use a sponge on this. Where did I put that sponge at? It's all here. It's just where here. Yeah, I don't need it. It's probably right in plain sight. Probably right underfoot. So in this work order, it is 12 Christmas cards plus 8 just regular everyday force scene cards. But then I also have another work order for 30 cards. So this one's for 20, one work order for 20, and one for 30. And so right now we're getting to work on the one for 20 cards. I have quite a few done that I can also send in already. But How many do I have down here? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's at least do of this vent, do about the peeps on the phone are still really loud right now. Hear them through closed doors. There we go. Da, 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 da. Does anybody else have a birthday or anything? Let's make a new color wash. Let's make it a little bit pinkier. Kind of add more pink color. There we go. Mixing it down. This is just the underpainting. Have a little bit of underpainting in order to how to tie the whole thing together. Gonna just, no, it doesn't really matter. Just gonna just put this stuff down at all these different directions. Energy going in this way and that way. Oh, hit the camera. Just give it a little bit of swirling around and swirling around. There's a lot of different things. You can put clouds in, or you don't have to. It doesn't really matter. It's all, you know, just to get the spirit of it going on. Let's take and wipe this surface down. I don't usually paint on something like this, but I was I couldn't get all of the goop off the table from my underpainting stuff that I was doing right before all of this. Now you may not think this is work, but this is. When you are doing the same action over and over and over again, it is not, it is very, very much like work. There's nothing, the creativity was done. The creativity for these card designs was done like 2 years ago. I'm working off of card designs that I did. The only thing that are different is how I paint my trees. I added a new tree painting technique this year, and so for the most part, all the thinking was done. Actually, the thinking, yeah, for the Christmas cards, the thinking was done 2 years ago. For the other 4 scenes, the thinking was done like 4 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago. I think that's when I started doing some of these designs like that 4 or 5 years ago. And so if that's not work, I don't know what is, you know. But there we go. That is, I'm going to start with this one, and we're going to do Christmas cards. we'll need to, I gotta make sure all right. I'm gonna do just a simple Christmas card with simple Christmas card. I'm not gonna put, well, I might put presents under there. How about we do that? I think then I'm gonna use this watercolor pencil here. And so I'm just kind of have a couple boxes. Kind of get a sense of the boxes. This one here. Maybe it's got a cylinder. Cylinder shaped thing. That. Gonna go over there. Some kind of a thing like that. And you know, maybe another one. Something in front here. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, it looks like, okay, maybe it's like this. It's not perfect. But then this one's stacked on top of there. Okay. And then I just need to come in with the eraser and take care of the bottom here. I might actually come out here and use some more of my colored pencils. I think I'll do that. I have some, these are watercolor pencils. So we'll fill in. Do I have one? I think I want some with the metallic colors. I got watercolor pencils with the metallic colors. Bright, like bright red. And here is a metallic red, kind of a shiny color here. These shiny colors, they'll make it like your Christmas present wrapping and stuff like that. And we're just going to use these things, and hopefully this will work out. All right. So when we start going into doing other details like this, it actually slows the process down considerably. But after all, we are doing Christmas cards, so I might, just for the sake of, yeah, use this charcoal pencil. The box is kind of off a little bit. It's all right. We'll see what we can do to make these corrections on the fly. Okay. And then we want to give it maybe just a different directional here. I know when I add water to that, all this is going to go away to a certain degree. And let's see. Maybe this one would be green. Kind of this greenish color. And use kind of that. Let's give it the directional. And one here that's golden color. It all starts to come together eventually, hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't, but getting a sense of its direction. And then maybe this one over here, nice red. And kind of give it some different flavors, and we'll use this shiny sort of a coloring on it here. Blend those two colors together. And just to show that this does indeed work as a style, we will use, I'm going to add some water onto here. And it should bring the colors to life. And I'll just put a bow on it. Once I got these packages done, then I can just start building the Christmas tree right over the top of it. I think I need to add a different color into this gold color here. Oh, I got a fluorescent color I can add to it. And so yeah, still kind of wet, so it doesn't quite work when it's wet. So we'll just have to wait till it dries. And I'm going to shave off some of the pencil here. I need to find a place to put it. I guess we'll just dump it on the floor, right? Isn't that the best place to put it? I wish I could remember that song. It's one of my favorites. Still love singing that one. I go to the daily mass and sing the Salve Regina. Salve Regina, Mater Misericordiae, Vita Dulcedo, et spes nostra salve. A te clamamus. And that's all I can remember. Okay, well, let's go move on, do tree. I'm going to come in here and do that Christmas tree thing. Come on. It's kind of stuck in my head. Let's put that over here. I gotta move my little Jesus icon out of the way. So we're just gonna make some color here. Take the black, mix it down here, add some red to it, darken it up, yellow oxide, primary red. Just kind of mixing it in here, making color. And just gonna put it right here. It's gonna live right here. Maybe it has sort of a stand that's kind of looks like this. There we go. Got something of a probably should have done that first, but well, it's not an exact science. More black in there. We're just gonna run it back that way. A little Christmas tree stand goes over there. Okay. Alrighty. And we're going to, let's go start with a darker shade. Let's do like a darker shade of green. Add just a little red to it. I like that green with some red in it. Makes it kind of a brownish tone. A little bit of black. That's too much, but oh well, we'll just add more green. I'm going to use quite a bit of this stuff. There we go. So, yes, you're right. I have to do that and I need a stencil. And I hope the stencil doesn't. Where is that stencil at? You're right. You're right. I do need to do that. And where is it at? Where are my stencils? Where did you put your stencils? Where in the random place did you put your stencils at? Maybe we're not going to put stencils, use the stencil on this one. Okay, all right. Since you can't find them offhand, you're not going to use a stencil. But we'll put it on a little bit later. Oh, no, I shouldn't have touched that. So, I'm going to turn this around the other way, just so I can maintain its shape. There we go. Okay. Using the brush on the side to give it shape, give it color, give it texture. I'm gonna fill in. We do some darker colors there. Maybe just do some literal red. Put that in here. And run that color down. Run it down with more water in it. Different motions of the brush. Before we go any further, let's clean the brush off again. I'm going to add some ribbon onto the packages. Maybe like a bow. It's not really behaving. It's not behaving at all. There we go. It's better. No, it's not better. It's worse. I'll put that down there. Kind of flows off. Let's do another color in this. Go. We can do. Let's see if that's dry enough. If I can use the color pencil again. Drawing it on here makes it. Colors are a little bit more brilliant. And here it is. This ribbon has just come right down the side. Let's give it another color with it. So that is not going to turn out. Let's use this. There we go. I am making Christmas cards. Welcome, Nicole. That's what I am doing tonight. I'm doing it for one of my clients. That I do hand-painted Christmas cards. So and takes a little while to do Christmas cards, but I am doing them. Do another shade of some a lighter green, just to give the tree more body. All right, well, we have someone coming in the room here. All right, there we go. It's looking kind of muddy there. Not very pretty. Hey, John, welcome back. How are you doing today? Today, John, I am actually doing some of my work from home duties. So I thought I would just film the process of doing something extremely boring. So it fulfills the ASMR part of my channel, being that I'm doing. I know it looks like hell, but well, let's get some perspective on the flooring, huh? Maybe we'll do that. Let's do. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. I think I need to find my stencils. Wait, did I put them over here? I'm so disorganized. It's I tried to organize myself, but I failed. I got some stuff, but every time I freehand things like, oh yeah, thank you. Every time I freehand things like stars on top of the tree, they just look really crappy. Let's see. I know I have some, but then the stencils, you run the risk of when you use there they are. You run the risk when you use stencils of them not working the way you want them to work. And I'm gonna try the stencils, but I think I'll wait for this thing to dry. Well, John, I've been doing Christmas. I've been doing cards for people for I don't know how many years now. It's been this particular design is 2 years old. And I'm just going to give it a little bit more body here. Let's add a little bit more in down here. So yeah, a little bit more over here. Kind of looks more like a here we go. This is all about practice. I've mentioned the whole practice thing before. Let's see, which side did I do? Let's see if I can do it with the left hand. Do it. I'm going to, there we go. One of my friends, she pushed me for 3 years to make Christmas cards, and then I gave in a couple of years ago. Now I seem to make them a lot, and it's I was just I like inherited from my dad just a disdain for Christmas, and I just but even though my dad's been gone for 12 years, it's like I don't have to carry all that stuff with me forever. So let's go and do some bulbs on it. Let's try like this. No, that color is not going to work. I should know by now if that color doesn't work. But we'll put some blue bulbs down. We can do some red ones too. Put some bright orange ones. No, that just looks like mud. That was a mistake. Okay. We do the fluorescent red, do blue, there we go. There we go, like that. Maybe another one right on top of the tree. Nice circular orb. There we go. Then we'll do see, I've been on here an hour and I've only done one. But I've set things up so that I can do speed painting. And let's see. It's kind of, everything seems kind of muddy. One of my classmates from K through 12 passed away on Monday. He was exactly my same age. I've lost, how many people in my class have I lost so far? Starting with Pat Hill, he was one class down. Pat Hill. Died in a car accident right after graduated from high school. He was on his way to move into college, and then no, I didn't lose 12. I lost in my class from, well, there's Pat, these are people I went to school with. They were either one class up or one class down, or in my same class that I went to first grade through 12th grade with. And so one of my neighbors, who I grew up in the church that I grew up in, um, and his family still lives right next door to where I live now. So that their middle child passed away from esophageal cancer just on Monday, and it looks really muddy. This is not working out. I'm not. I'm gonna go move to a different one. It's not. Let's do a force scene. Yeah, and then there was Nate. He hung himself like in 20 2018. Yeah, that was right, 2018. It had a, I didn't know, but he had like a lifelong meth addiction, and then um and he spent some time in jail, and um then he didn't want to go back to jail, so he just sort of he hung himself. And um I missed Nate. And then there was the one that I, yeah, four. There's four. Yeah, Pat, Nate, Lynette, and the other guy. I'm not gonna name his name. And ML. Four. And there might have been there were some other ones too that I didn't know too well. Yeah. It's like when I'm like driving and I go by this one particular corner, I always remember Pat, because Pat, he was one class down, just like Nate was one class down. And Pat, gonna have a nice crisp morning, I think. Yeah, Pat died in 1987. He had just graduated from high school and was on his way to going to college. And let's put some clouds up in the sky. And so he died in a drunk driving accident. And he ran. There was a sharp bend of a corner, and then it crossed over the railroad tracks. And so that's where, I pass that. I go that way at least once a month, and so I remember him oftentimes. It's funny how that is. When these with these people that were your friends, and you go, if you went to a school where you were together, from first grade on, that when you lose people, it kind of stays with you. I don't know. I don't. It may be just me, but I seem to think about those who had passed on more than those who are still living. Yeah. But with Pat, his mom never got over it. Of course, why would you? Why would you? Your boy dies at age 18 years old. Why? How could you? How could? How could you recover from that? And I don't know if his mom is still alive anymore. She'd probably be 80 something years old. That doesn't look bad. It's got a nice feel to it. I'm just going to do this one and I'm going to call it quits for tonight. It's getting close to midnight anyways. How about we do a deciduous tree? A deciduous tree. I think that would look good. I'm going to make some brown. Making some brown. We got to have brown to do a trunk here. That black's pretty gloopy. This is supposed to be an airtight paint keeper box. Maybe we'll just start with black and then we'll build up. Yeah, that's true. I lost my dad in 2012 in a car accident, and but then with Dad, he really didn't want to be one of them elderly persons who had lost, lose control of your bowels and all of those other things that often happens as you get older. And this looks more like an octopus than a tree. But I live in my dad's house now, and his things still exist in the shop, but for a long while they were just where they left them. That was that way for a long time. I take care of my mom. My mom's 84. I'm her driver, and I'm her cook, and if I do stuff, and she's in good health for someone. She's in really good health for I think in her class there's only 3 or 4 left, and so yeah. But her health was really negatively impacted by having COVID a couple years ago. And actually I think I got it all happened like on my birthday and her birthday. Yeah, so I wouldn't really be able to to do this, John. That I wouldn't be able to do this channel as much as I do if I wasn't just doing a full-time caregiving of mom. If I was working at the bar or working at that casino like I was, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. At least not to the. So it's kind of being a caregiver. It's hard. I can tell you that it's really hard. The when you and that fell down. I need to put this brush someplace else. But yeah, it's just. Hello, Queen. Welcome. Thank you, John, for liking my channel. I had another work video that I just dropped today, actually, and I know it's probably not that good, but I have some of my. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's really hard watching your parents grow old and getting frail and getting, you know, and I'm from Oregon. I live in Oregon. I live on very close to. I live close to the ocean. Not on the ocean, but I live close enough to the ocean that I don't necessarily need to live there. That I would love to live on the ocean. If I win the lottery, I will. If I win a big lottery, I'll get a house at the beach. But go live close to like where my dad's family lived. Oh, well, good. Yeah, I am wanting to do more, actually go start doing readings. That's, I don't know, I'm my great grandmother was a tarot reader, and yeah, I know this is well, our economy has been in a state of degradation for about 50 years. I mean, it's good for some people, but it's not really good for my cousin. Built I have I'm a Mayflower child. Of course, a lot of Americans are Mayflower children. They have ancestors that are come back from the Mayflower, and so I have 3 presidents on my in my family tree. They're not direct descendants, but they're descendants from the same Mayflower parents. So my Mayflower parents are John Howland and thank you. I'm just yeah. It's a greeting card. This is what this is. A greeting card. I'm hand painted cards. On Saturday, I'm going to attempt to do 2 9x12 paintings. I'm going to come on at 9 o'clock. And I have a design that I'm doing a painting for another client. And all right. So I'm going to be back on Friday night, and I'm going to attempt tomorrow night around 10 o'clock. I'm going to attempt to do a paper mache mask of my own face. So it'll be like a no talking video on my part, but so I'm gonna apply a layer of grease on top of my face, or maybe it'll just be hand lotion, and then start building paper mache layers, and then I'll blast my face off with the hair dryer, and yeah, it's night now. It's for me it's midnight. It's actually Friday morning for me, just barely Friday morning, and like 12. Let me see, what time is it? It's 12:03 a.m. on Friday, Pacific time, and so in 10 hours, I'm going to come on again in 10 hours. No, not 10 hours. That's 10 a.m. I'm going to come on in 22 hours. It's morning here too. I'm going to come on in 22 hours and do a paper mache of my face. So that'll be, instead of my hands, I'm going to turn the camera around and then you can see my old face. Yeah, 22 hours from now. Yeah, that's 10 p.m. Pacific time is. I'm really liking this tree here, the little tiny branches. It looks really nice, don't you think? And I need to go a little faster. So where are you at? 1:04 p.m. You must be. Are you in Idaho? Are you in Idaho or Nevada or New Mexico, Arizona area? Is that where you're at? Is like you're like in you're in the same time zone that that Idaho, Montana, um, Nevada. Oh, you're in Bangladesh. Okay, you're over there. I see. All right, this one's not too wonderful there. Okay, I get you. You're over there in India. Yeah. Yeah, when I was in college, one of my classmates went over to India, and he dumped his Catholicism, and he had a religious experience over in India. I miss him. I would like to. There's all these people that I went to college with, and my first roommate after college, he had like a massive stroke 2 years ago. And he just turned 60, and he was a hell of an artist. Yeah, yeah, he was a hell of an artist. Now that guy, that he could paint, do pen work that was indistinguishable from like photographs. And people gave him a lot of flack because he was really into cars, and he would do especially race cars. And like the last time I saw him was like I think 3 years ago, and he came by my house, and his mama had just passed on, and he inherited a fair amount of money, and bought himself a $90,000 Corvette. Dream car. Yeah. He grew up in Palo Alto. Yeah, starting to look pretty good. Well, it's these little lines. Actually, I don't know about Bang. I know that people from Bangladesh have. I know people from India have been here before. It's been a while since someone from India has come into my chat. I've had people from the Philippines quite a bit come into my chat. Yeah, Palo Alto. Yeah, yeah, Palo Alto. I went. Yeah, I went down there. Ken took me. I guess his name's Ken. I'm not gonna say his last name, but in I graduated from college in '94, and then we were housemates in '95, and and so I guess it was '95 or '96. He took me and some other members of his band down to where he grew up in Palo Alto and Stanford, and yeah, and I was in Palo Alto before Facebook and before Google and before any of those all of that stuff. Here we go. These brushes here is who are you talking to me, Queen, or are you talking to John? Yeah, I have one of my good friends that I I've been friends with since, gosh, since like, where does she live? No, she used to live in Newark. She lives over in the Bay Area someplace. She teaches Pilates, but she used to work at UC Berkeley. And during the Great Resignation period, she dumped her job at UC Berkeley. But her husband is a driver for UPS, and so he's like 2 years away from retirement. And they're just, thank you, John. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, and so just tomorrow night it's paper mache night. I'm gonna try to make a paper mache cast of my face. I've been wanting to do that for like a month now, and maybe I'll wear it on for actual literal Halloween. But it's not like there's gonna get any trick or treaters here at the house. But you never know. Maybe I can go into my sister's and go give out candy or something like that on Halloween. I don't want to do that. I want to lift that color. So yeah, good night. And let's start building this up. That is not something I want. Yeah, I hope it works. I hope it works, John. I don't even know if it's going to work. Because when I looked up other people who've done paper mache mask of their face, they started by using casting material, and they did a quick dry casting material, and did a cast of their face. And usually they had somebody helping them, and I'm not going to have anybody helping me, so it'll just be me, and yeah. So yeah, I think this part of the tree's done. We're just going to go add some texture onto it. So you get some build up on the color, so get some texture, so it looks like there's actual bark on here. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much for coming in. So we'll just add a little bit of this in here. If the sun's behind you, you'll see it glowing right off of this is not a economical, when you're not an economical project. When I do cards like this I am doing this for a client, but you want to try to do as many as you can, as fast as you can. And so I'm not, at this point in time, I'm actually not working to do this as fast as I can. I'm working to do it as, all right, bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. And don't forget to subscribe or something, and come back tomorrow or today. Later today. You can watch some of my long play videos. One is my little Pee-wee dog in the car wash. That one's just a couple minutes long. And I like the one with the crystal ball. That's my favorite one. is the one with the crystal ball. It's a glass ball. That's what it is. I also like Snow Walk. That's a good movie. That's a good one. All right. Let's do another like a fir tree in the background, and then let's just take a look. How does this look? It does look like it's separated from the hole. The color wash in the background does add to the overall texture. So I'm gonna come in and put it over here in the background, and put another one over here. Have some other ones a little fainter over there. Like that. All right, maybe another one over here. Maybe one here. There we go. Now I'm just going to build those trees, and then I'm going to put leaves and stuff on this, or maybe not. Maybe not. All right, we're coming in up over here and take that greeny color and it's just a suspension of belief that these are actually far away things. Maybe this is just a sapling that's just growing up. Hmm. I think this is just going to be a tree that has dropped its leaves already. That's, I think, is the best. And that's just the... It's kind of a motion here. Makes the tree. Another one over here like that. They just like ghosts. Look like ghosts in the background. I'm just gonna put this one in place here. Kind of looks like a wintry morning. So we're gonna put what appears to be snow on the ground, but we have to build a layer up first before we can do that. I think I'm gonna make this tree over here more primary yellow. Oh, I like how that looks against the background. The colors in the background. It has this, it just kind of pops right off the surface. Hmm. There we go. Like that. All right, let's just build a foreground then. Maybe we want a couple leaves and stuff on some of these. Like it still has some yellowy leaves. But they all haven't dropped off yet. Well, Loco Lives, welcome. You made it before the end. In October, I'm going to start coming on at 9 p.m. I hope that that's not going to be too early for some people. 9 p.m. on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. And then at 1 p.m. on Sunday afternoons, Pacific time. Is that look Toko, I live in Oregon. I live on the West Coast. But you see, I am near the end, but I've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. And so I'm probably 15 minutes from being finished with this because I'm going really slow. So it is for me right now it is 12:30 right now for me. And I'm going to put some over here. I think most of the leaves and everything have dropped off already. Yeah, I've been on for an hour and 46 minutes. I started at I was gonna start at 10:30, but my sister called, and so I talked to my sister for a while before I handed the phone off to someone else, and then um, I got on late. Maybe we can get some orange colors in here too. 12:30, yeah. What time is it for you, Toggle? Did I pronounce live XX? I'll put some orangey leaves in here. Come in with the yellow. The yellow. I'm getting kind of tired. And tomorrow night, Live XX, I'm going to put a spectacle on. I'm going to do a spectacle for Friday, starting at 10 o'clock, 10:10 p.m., which 10:10 is an angel number. Okay, Liv. So it's 8:29 for you. Is that like morning or evening? To be evening, you would have to be like, are you like in Hawaii? Or are you like, if it's evening, wouldn't that be, you're on the other side of the world? Morning. So morning. So then you are in. Are you like in UK? Are you in the United Kingdom or France or Germany or um? You're in one of those places. Yeah. Well, one of my friends from Ireland came on early on, and it was her birthday, and I sang her birthday song. Maybe we'll put some gold in here. Some gold leaves too. UK, all right. I guessed it. I guessed it right then. Um, has a nice fall time feel. I'm gonna leave half the leaves off of this thing just because maybe it dropped its leaves already. Where this area didn't quite like what they look like. We'll just put this in here. Some red. As well. Oh, as well. Yeah. Hmm. And let's see. Maybe some of these leaves got snow on them. I hope that this doesn't make it. Thank you. What I'm doing, Liv, is I'm working on. This is a. These are cards that I'm painting for a client. So I'm actually the title of this show is I'm doing work. So this is um I'm painting this for one of my clients. Let's add some. Well, I have a couple clients that are asking for cards. I was supposed to have these done in August, but I didn't. Looks like I lost my internet connection for a second. Did I freeze? I'm going to add that layer on there so it's got some snow on here. Yeah, it froze. Okay. Hopefully it's better. Maybe up here it's just going to be a bunch of white leaves. Yellow. Hmm. So all I did today is I prepped canvases for painting. I stacked wood. I did have I had firewood to stack. I did that. I did a little video editing, and so I have a painting commission that I'm doing for a client, and I just have to do some offering. I'm offering choices, so I'm just kind of working on things like that. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of the leaves kind of there. My lights are going to burn out really soon. I'm doing absolutely wonderful, Liv. I think I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm tired, but I'm also like old, so old people get tired. And yeah. And go. Let's go put that in here like that. All right, let's go do let's take this brush. I'm gonna put in, I guess I should have cleaned that brush off hours ago. We're making ground cover here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put this in here first like this. This brush worked actually a lot better a couple years ago. You can get the illusion that there's like grasses and stuff around here. This tree I painted up way too. Well, I'm glad that you're doing well. Glad that you're doing well. Let's add in some red to it. Actually, I think I want to do maybe a little blue. Like there's maybe some remnants of blue flowers, even though we're doing like winter. It's a suspension of belief. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be. Have to be that, right? Gonna make some green in here. All right, just get some different colors. Different colors. It's painting small, so okay. I better clean that off before. So you going to work today, or do you have anything special on the agenda plan for today, Liv? Starting to look a little bit busy, but trying to make it not look busy. Oh, you're sick. Is it like just a cold, or do you guys like, or do you have like the COVID? You're sick and you can't go anywhere. Hmm. No, I'm sorry that you're sick. I hate being sick. Let's just clean these brushes a bit. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna just hope that it doesn't ruin the trees. Just gonna put in a little bit of white in here. Maybe a little snow there. Hints of this is the wintry scene. A little bit over there. A little bit in the distance there. Maybe it's some kind of lays up a bit on the on this tree. Most of it's kind of blown off the leaves already. It's on this branch all the way. Kind of build up to a little drift. So on this branch over here, build up a little bit there. A little bit of snow off over here. Maybe on this one up here. That off on this one here. Be on this bend over here. Maybe the crotch of this tree. It's got a bunch of snow in it there too. Kind of build up there. Big bunch of snow. And we're just going to lay it in the ground now. Maybe here. Here. There. A little bit of snow on the ground. The tree's got a bit of snow in it. Better pop of them. Yeah. It's kind of fitting it on here. You know. Snow. There you go. Bring it out there. There we go. That's about done there. All right, we'll see you later. Maybe you can come back later tonight. Later today in like 20 hours when I do paper mache. Actually, yeah, about 22 hours or less. I'm going to attempt to make a paper mache cast of my face. Paper mache mask. I'm going to lay the paper mache on my face and see if I can do that. And I'm just about done here. And thank you very much for popping in. I'm going to just do some finishing, some tune-ups on this, and I'm going to take all the brushes that I used here. This one I used, this one is starting to dry up. We're going to add some birds flying in. There we go. 3 there. Couple over here. It always just adds just a little extra dimension. No, they're just drawn on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more, 9. There we go. Off there. I'm gonna initial it. 24. There we go. And so that is a, move that like this. So what did I do today? I did Christmas card, which is a terrible Christmas card, and I did this one, and it seems like I did one more. I did the backgrounds for several other cards, and so tomorrow we'll get into gear just making cards like crazy. Seems like I did one more. I did one more. This one is also pretty bad too. This was the first one. This one was was bad. I'm gonna add some. It's like a warm up here. I'll just send it to a friend or something like that. I have a pen pal, so I do send cards to pen pals. There we go. And this place is a mess. And what's today's date? I don't know what today's date is. Does anybody know what today's date is? Okay. I'm going to do a tarot energy and to see what the tiny tarot is going to say about today. What does tiny tarot want to say? Keep slipping back in. Does it have anything? Oh, the tower. It's all about destruction. All about being overwhelmed. Yeah, that's what the tower energy. That's not good. Not good one. But it could be a good one because it's your world falls apart, but then you build it back up again. That's kind of what the tower is about. What about the magic answers? Should look at the magic answer cards, see what they have to say. Magic answers. I know the answer to the question about did I win the lottery, but I didn't win the lottery, so. Well, hello, Misty. I got my magic answer cards, like Magic 8 Ball. I was trying to make Christmas cards today, but this one was pretty bad, but someone, it's not a good copy, but I did successfully make one good card today. This one here. And but yeah, got my answer cards. Well, Misty, I am just about ready to wrap this thing up before my lights burn out in about a couple minutes. I was working on a card order for one of my clients, so yeah, they're not. I only like one of them, so I only like one of the three that I made. So here's my magic answer. I don't have a question, but my magic answer says to stay the course. So I made like I took like Magic 8-Ball answers, and then I took some other ones, and I made these cards. So it's not quite Magic 8-Ball, but it's something like that. And then, yeah. Anyways, what I did today, I did some underpaintings. So I'm working on practicing a new technique, and I'm doing underpaintings on 3 canvases, and 2 of the canvases will be essentially practices for another painting that I have a potential buyer for. And yeah, those are like answer cards, kind of like, I don't know, answer cards. So like, yeah. So if I were to ask it, I'm not going to ask it the question of am I going to win the lottery like I did last, because I'm really certain that on this Saturday I'm going to win the lottery. So I'm not going to ask that question because it's going to tell me no, and and so I really don't want to know today that I'm going to lose the lottery on Saturday, and but yeah, answer cards. Yeah, my answer card. So it has like answers like balance expectation to reality. That's is a good one. This one is like 999, which is an angel number, which essentially means so 999, which is an angel number. It essentially means the end of a cycle, and then the beginning of a new cycle. So an underpainting is this is an example. I over this card. I washed over this card with a light blue, a light lavender color, and that is an underpainting. And so, with the underpainting that I did on these canvases, I did a warm color, and then I painted over with a cool color, but with an alternating with gel medium, a warm color like yellow, and then I let it dry a little bit, hit it with the hair dryer, and then I hit it with yellow. Then I went with something like blue, like transparent blue. So it's gel medium, color, gel medium, color, and so you build the colors up until it has where it has a color value of like 5. So it has like you bring it up to where it looks like an optical a gray color. So you're gonna get it kind of a gray color. Yeah, just hold on. I'll be right back. Don't go away. So this is an underpainting, and that's the color. This has like 6 layers of paint down on it, and it's still very wet. And the other day, I painted this, and I used the same underpainting under it. And so, when I went to Pacific City, was it last week? I think it was last week that I went to Pacific City, and I took a bunch of pictures. Yeah, that was last week. And then I did I did that underpainting underneath this, and then I put these colors on. So I think that supposedly it makes the colors more vibrant. So that's what it did. And so the colors that I use for the underpainting are there's one more. Essentially, this is the colors that I'm using on the underpainting, and this one. They're pretty well all transparent colors, and yeah. So the underpainting is the purpose, I guess. I never went to art school, didn't take an art class, so I don't really know. But my guess is that you put down an underpainting, and then when you paint over it, it has like a foundation. Yeah, so it has kind of like a foundation for everything, all the other colors. And so the theory is you use transparent colors like this here, and these are all I'm for those painting, I'm using all professional grade paints, and these golden are your professional grade professional paints. And so you start with a warm color, and then you layer a cool color on top of it, and then you go to a warm color, and then you layer a cool color on top of it, or maybe like that, and then you build those colors up until it has like a gray, what they call an optical gray tone, or a grayish tone. Yeah. And so then it has something to anchor all of the colors to in the background. It has an anchor to the sky and whatever when you're doing your landscapes, and it's just so it's just essentially it's just a foundation. You build with a foundation, and you build up. So that's just my guess. That's just what I see. So yeah, these were my answer cards. It has different answers. I have a few other ones. I'm gonna make another one. Yes, but they were on sale. They were on sale at Merry Artists in McMinnville, and yeah, that brand is pretty expensive. And then then you also use this stuff, gel medium, with it, and then your first coat on your canvas is gesso. So you go gesso, and then you do a gel medium, and so you're running these different things going on there, and you're just layering things up and just building the layers on top of one another in order to hopefully make something that's really nice, and then hopefully you, whatever you're doing, you don't like ruin it. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. There was a. I'll leave on one of my community posts the video that goes over that underpainting technique, and I just ran across it. The guy's channel only has 3 videos on it, and one was the underpainting thing, and I'll leave that when I get off here. I'll leave that as a community post on how to do the underpainting. And anyways, I'm gonna get off and get ready to go to sleep, and so we can get up and stack some more wood or something like that tomorrow. And yeah, thank you very much for popping in, even for a minute. And yeah, you like the cards, the ones that you mean these cards? Oh, or the answer cards. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be going on like someone's show on Monday. I think we're doing divination. I haven't really done live divination before, so it'd be like my first time. I mean, I've only done like divination for like some family members, but yeah. So my answer cards. It also has a my word oracle made out of losing scratch tickets, and but yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for tonight. Thanks for listening to me. And Christmas cards. Yeah, I've been selling Christmas cards for $5 each. That's what I'm selling them. Yeah, I'm selling them to people that I know for $5 each. And if I were to get my Etsy store together, then I will sell them for more. And so they're probably worth $10 each, but 5 was the most I could get around here. The Wilhelmina. Well, I got to put some more at Wilhelmina. The Wilhelmina merchants, they have some of my cards there. And anyways, that's enough. I really wasn't. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll see y'all later, and we'll see you around, Missy. Good night. Bye bye.